Hi again, everybody, and welcome to a CAA tournament edition of Keeping It Real with Coach Neal, alongside the head coach of the UNCW women's soccer team, Chris Neal. I'm Eric Rue, and Coach, you end the regular season as the number 3 seed in the 6-team tournament. You split a pair of games last week. Give me an overall sense of how you thought the regular season closed out.
We're proud. We're also still hungry. You know, to be a 3 seed is a good seed, and especially after coming off the bitterness of how the season ended last year in a tiebreaker and not making the tournament. So as a coaching staff, we're incredibly proud of our team. We're excited about our 3 seed. We felt like we left some food on the table, so to speak, and we're excited to go have a run at it in this tournament.
Looking back at last week, a 2-0 victory in your home finale against James Madison, and it was the defense that provided your offense on Thursday night. Talia Paris and Bailey Edwards being in the right place at the right time. Give us your thoughts on that regular season home finale and the 2-0 win over the Dukes.
JMU is a very good team, extremely well coached, creative, and outside the box thinking staff. And our defense was very, very good on the night. We were able to limit their options, and our defenders scored 2 set pieces. So we've got to find ways to put a little bit more pressure on them in the run of play. Obviously, when you play the same team twice within a 10-day period, they're going to come up with some new wrinkles, and we have to try to predict what they're going to do and be prepared. So, but if we can repeat that performance, we'll see how it goes.
Sunday afternoon in the regular season finale, you fall behind by a 2-0 score at Delaware. Come back, you get a goal from Dominique Martinez early in the second half, and then you get one from Audrey Harding with about a minute and a half to go in regulation to force the extra time. Talk about the team's resiliency a little bit in that game, knowing that a home game was on the line in the tournament, and just how they were able to bounce back and force that extra period.
You know, we were down 2-0, and sometimes I don't think we were playing that poorly, to be fair, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. And there we were, and it felt like the soccer gods were against us on the day. But just when I thought that I couldn't be any prouder of this team to fight back at Delaware, to draw level at 2-2 with a minute and a half left, it just had a phenomenal feeling that there was no way we were going to lose after that. But I got to give Delaware a lot of credit. You know, it's a very good team, also very well coached, and they took their chances really well today. A couple of incredible strikes from their players to score some of the goals they scored. Just beautiful, beautiful goals. But I'm extremely proud of our team's resilience. 2-0, a lot of teams would have been done, not this team. There's a lot left in the tank here with these Seahawks.
Obviously a very tough travel schedule for you this month, and now you've got to go back up to Delaware this week for the CAA quarterfinals and semifinals. First, a date with James Madison, a team you saw about a week ago. How does that help you? How does that possibly hurt you in terms of preparing for that quarterfinal matchup?
Yeah, I don't know that it helps or hurts. I mean, both teams got a very good look at each other. What matters in this moment is experience, preparation, and just the right mindset. You know, I told him at the end of the Delaware game that was a bad feeling because we dropped a heartbreaker. And in sports, sometimes things don't go your way. And sometimes you have to wait a year to make it right again, to try to make it right again. And what I told him at the end of that game was, hey, it didn't go our way today. Played extremely hard and well in spurts. We get a chance to make this right again in 5 days. It starts with JMU, and then hopefully we end up with a rematch at Delaware on Sunday. We're excited for a chance to make it right.
Obviously, a lot to play for, but as you look back on the regular season, 10 wins, really good offensive balance with your team. What have you been most proud of through the first 16 games of the season?
I think that we knew we have an electric team from an offensive standpoint still. I think we knew coming into the season we were going to score goals again as long as we didn't lose our minds. We spent a lot of time on the defensive side of the ball in the spring after last fall and making the team tougher, developing leadership, tactically learning how you can see goals and how to prevent it. So just very ecstatic with the job that Jen Ludeman and Sean Donahue have done with our defense and our goalkeepers to, I think we have a goal differential right now, I believe, a positive 15 on the year, which is tremendous. We set a conference shutout record, you know, for a number of minutes. So I'm just really proud of what we've accomplished on the defensive side of the ball this year.
And obviously a lot of talent on the field, but a lot of young talent. You'll have plenty to set up for future years. From the younger standpoint, what have you been most proud of from your freshmen and your sophomores?
That they've come in and acclimated, and they bought into our system early on. They respected the upperclassmen. They've had a what can I do for the team mentality, and we challenged them as freshmen to be the freshmen they want to have on their team when they're seniors. We told them that we're big believers in karma, and if you're a pain in the butt freshman when you're a senior, you're going to have a pain in the butt freshman being a pain in your rear end too. So they've just been great. They've come in and been great team players, and done everything they can to support our cause and to make sure these seniors go out on the right note.
Well, Coach, we wish you the absolute best of luck. Again, both games this weekend, Friday and Sunday, set for 1 p.m. starts on Flow Sports, not SDN this weekend. Flow Sports will carry the entire CAA championship. Coach, we wish you the absolute best of luck.
Thanks so much.
That's head coach Chris Neal, the UNCW women's soccer team. I'm Eric Ruth. Thanks for watching this edition of Keeping It Real with Coach Neal. We'll see you next time.